So, you've been searching for 3 years for a good trading system, but so far, no real progress. What is the nature of the systems you've been looking at? Price action? ICT? Support and resistance? What about the indicator-based systems? You know, the ones with an indicator for entry and the one for exit. How has it been working out for you? Do you notice a trend? I do. It's all about you finding a quick and easy way to interpret the market. It's like the TLDR. You just want to find the simple framework to interpret the market. Strip out all the noise, so to speak. You are like that guy who says, I just want to know where to buy and where to sell. Spare me all the details. The details are not important. You're that guy. What about the news? Let me guess. Forex Factory? And how do you do it? Check for Red Day news? Do you notice something again? You just want the TLDR again. Red equals important news. Then there's orange, and then there's yellow. Very clear cut. Very simple, like the traffic lights. Green means go. Red means stop. Amazing. If only life could be that simple. Then there's always that guy on social media that over the course of your 3-year journey you're going to see, he's always going to try to sell you a system. And he's going to say something like, hey, use his system. It will tell you when to buy and when to sell. When the up arrow appears, buy it. When the down arrow appears, sell it. I'm sure you've seen a million variations of this. Or even better, another one, signals and copy trading. So there's going to always be this trader out there, so many of them, telling you to follow them trade. Oh, look at their magical trades. Look at all these screenshots, which we have to assume is real, I guess, but, I have my reservations. So much profit. Why think? Just follow them trade and then make money. Life is simple. Just follow the leader. Follow the profitable guy, if he's even making money at all. Why would you do it any other way, right? So they always ask that. Do you notice a trend? You just want the TLDR. You just want the easy way. You search for the easy way all the time, and you have been doing it for 3 years now. And what has it brought you? Only nothing? Only suffering, perhaps? Are you still holding out for a better way? It's already been 3 years, my friend. Are you still holding out for a better way? So right now I'm going to cut to the chase and give you the good stuff. And here's a clue that's going to save you another 3 years. Maybe start by asking what you are avoiding. You see, you are avoiding understanding the financial news. That's why you go to Forex Factory and you just check whether it's red, yellow, orange, or gray. You don't want to read the news, you just want to know the TLDR. You've been avoiding understanding what's really going on. Maybe it's time to learn a bit of economics. Macro, micro, doesn't matter, just start. A little bit of monetary policy, a little bit of fiscal policy. It's better to start than never. And what about trading frameworks like support and resistance, ICT, and whatnot? Sometimes you follow one guru and then you move on to the next one, and then you move on to the next one, and then you've tried 4 different types of methods. But sometimes maybe it's not about the methods, right? What are you avoiding here? You are avoiding the hard work of backtesting these frameworks. Every framework works or could work. Every framework could work. It doesn't matter. You could call it anything you want. You need to stop avoiding the quantitative tests that you need to do in order to understand the probabilities of the setup. You can't just take a person's word for it. It might not even be on the instrument or the currency pair that you are trading. Copy trading, where you copy the guy, do whatever he says, buy when he buys, sell when he sells. You are avoiding basically everything you need to be a good trader. If all you want to do is to be the guy to press the button, buy and sell, maybe you don't really want to be a trader in the first place. Because the clicking is the easy part, right? Let me give you an example. If you hop into a car and you don't want to touch the steering wheel, and you don't want to step on the pedals, and you want the car to drive itself, just admit you don't want to drive. There's no shame in that. You don't have to keep telling people, hey, I like to drive. Hey, I love to be a driver. And when you step into the cockpit, you don't want to touch the steering wheel. The truth is, you just like to be driven around. You just like to get from point A to point B in comfort. And it's fine to admit it. So if you have been doing something for the past 3 years, which is a very long time, by the way, find out exactly what you have been avoiding. It could be out of fear, which is real. So to avoid something out of fear has to do with some kind of trauma that has happened. Maybe when you were young, you were told by the teacher that you couldn't study, that you couldn't understand simple concepts, and that you weren't cut out for it. And so the moment you see a macroeconomic article or a financial article or something about monetary policy, you just freeze. You just close the page or you put down the text. It could be out of fear. You don't want to revisit that fear that you have felt when you were a child. And that's understandable. It could be out of laziness. And I think this afflicts a lot of potential traders. A lot of them are lazy to do the quantitative back tests, to do the proper work. They just want to turn on YouTube, see how the trader is doing it, and then follow. That's the easy way. That's the lazy way. The hard-working way, which is the type that you might want to try, is actually getting down and dirty with the numbers. Sometimes it could be out of stupidity, and that's the hardest thing to admit. Nobody wants to admit that they were stupid. But it's fine. There's no shame in that. To be young and stupid is a blessing. To dare to try so many things. So sometimes if you think about it, you must be thinking, oh my goodness, I was so stupid to think that this guy who's just driving around all day in a Lamborghini, and I was actually thinking that this guy was going to tell me something about trading, and so I followed this guru for 2 years, and I realized I just ended up with nothing. How stupid I was. It's fine. It's fine to be avoiding and to be doing certain things out of stupidity. It's part of the learning process. Don't be ashamed. It's fine. Everyone out there is trying to be smart. You want to be real, okay? We are beyond being smart at this point. You want to be real with yourself. If it's out of fear, if it's out of laziness, if it's out of stupidity, so be it. Admit it and move on and learn and get better. It's fine. What matters now is that you take a deep, hard look at yourself. Ask yourself, what is it that you are truly avoiding? And that might be what you need to do to get one step closer to your goal.